What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. I am over here at Indian Motorcycle Tucson, and I am on the 2019 Indian Springfield Darkhorse. This is in white smoke. I'm excited to ride this. I have it in sport mode. There's a bunch of different features, but there's a standard mode, sport mode, tour mode, has ABS, has a bunch of other stuff. I got my 360 camera here. I'll be riding every single one of these bikes here today. If you want to see those videos, then make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell button. That way you're notified every single time I post a video and when I post these videos. Oh yeah. A little bit of a reach for me to get my foot on the clutch. Or the shifter, I'm sorry. Woo, this is so fun. It's actually very comfortable. The seat is very comfortable. It legit feels like it's molded around my butt. I could see myself riding this thing long distance, so already I'm very happy with it. Like I said, I am a short person. So this was a little bit of daunting. It was a little scary to actually try to get on the bike because of how big it is. I have a 30-inch inseam. I am 5'6", but I can flat foot this thing pretty easily, and I can control this bike pretty easily. All right, we got Trina up front and Steve in the back. They are from Ride Arizona MTC Motorcycle Training Centers, and they do a lot of MSF courses down here in Tucson, and I believe they just started doing stuff in Phoenix. So if you guys want to check them out, please check them out. I took my class with Nikki with them, and I actually got an advanced class this Tuesday. Today's Friday, and I have it this Tuesday with them. So I'm excited for that. Whew. All right, so the blinker's on the right. I'm a little jerky with the movements. I'm trying to stay in line with this guy over here. All right, let's see how the turn is. Oh, feels smooth. I love it. Guys, I'm really worried about such a big bike. Now, that's something that I'm worried about when it comes to these big bikes, is because of my size. I'm used to riding what Trina's riding right up front, and that is the Indian Scout, and that's actually the bobber. It's a really beautiful bike, and I'm not used to riding this bike, but I feel at home. So if you're short, just give it a test ride. If you're short and you're kind of worried, you're like, I don't want to do it, sit on the bike first, you know, flat foot it, and then get it a test ride. I feel great on this bike. Feels like it has a ton of power, and I don't know. It just feels good. I mean, what do people normally do on ride reviews? You know what I mean? It's like they talk about all the specs and stuff, and I know that's what you guys kind of want to see and hear, because I mean, you want to hear that it's a 111, you want to hear about the horsepower and all that stuff, but I can't do that for you right now. I'm riding, I'm enjoying the bike, and I kind of do a different grading style. I do a grading style on, am I having fun? Am I enjoying everything? So I'm flat footing it. Am I comfortable? That's what I kind of graded on. And I'm gonna tell you right now, oh, it sounds a little different than my Harley, obviously. It has like a wind, like, but then you hear the exhaust too. So it's a different sound, it's a different everything. I'm not used to having the windshield on. My face is getting sweaty because I don't have a lot of airflow, so that might be something that you don't like. But I do like the fact that you could take the windscreen off, or the windshield off. But there's so much stuff. Keyless, remote, ABS, all that stuff. And here's the thing, if you guys got any questions when it comes to this bike, please let me know. I will either point you in the direction if I do not know, or I will answer your question. Now, if I do not know, and if you really truly want to have questions, or your answers to your questions, please contact Indian Motorcycle Tucson, especially if you're here locally. Just come by. Just come by and talk to them. There's a lot of cool stuff when it comes to these bikes. A lot of new stuff coming out with the Indians. The FTR is coming out. But man, this white is beautiful. Beautiful. So we're going through the town right now. We're going through some city streets. We got stoplights, we got traffic and all that stuff. She's asking for us to speed up. And we're about to hit the interstate. We're about to go on the interstate. We're got an on-ramp coming up here. So I know some of you guys want to know if this can handle it. Well, obviously it can handle that. I don't even think some of you guys wish to know that. I think you guys already know this can handle it, but how does it feel? I think that's kind of what you guys want to know when it comes to riding these things. How does this stuff feel? And I feel comfortable on the main streets like this in city traffic with this bike. Now, would I feel more comfortable on a smaller bike in city traffic? Yes. Just because I almost feel like too much of a car at this point. I feel like a car, as in like I feel pretty big. I definitely can't, you can't lane split here in Arizona, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I definitely wouldn't want to try with this bike until I get some more experience. You know what I mean? But I feel great. These handlebars, they're awesome. I feel so comfortable. You know, that's what happens every single time I go out for a demo event here at Indian Motorcycle Tucson. I'm used to my bike, my Sportster. I'm used to riding my Sportster, and then all of a sudden I switch to an Indian, and I'm just like, wow, this is actually very comfy. Very, very comfy. And then I'm surprised by the power. I know this is a Thunderstroke 111 and I have a 1200 Sportster, but I was surprised by the Scout 60's power compared to my Sportster. So there's just something about Indians. A little bit wide on that. I was searching for the shifter though. And I already knew that we were going over here. A little bit of a hard shift. All right, we're gonna get some speed. Make sure everything's locked up. So I don't see a gear indication on here, which is fine for me. But man, I could definitely feel some buffeting on my helmet right on the top and around the left side from the windshield. Just a little. It's not bad. It's actually a lot better than if I had no windshield, but it sounds weird. I'm used to having headphones in, but I could definitely hear the outside. You know what I mean? Oh yeah, big. Like when I shift my head left and right, I can feel like it's going again. It's like its own little wind tunnel. Yeah. I wonder what it's like without the windshield. It just says sport. I bet you there's something to mess with, but I don't want to do that while I'm riding, to where I get a different indication screen on the LCD. I bet you there's something else. I just don't know what to change. All right, so my right blinker, I can't. Okay, the blinker's working. I think I hear music from his bike. He's playing music. Smooth. It's so smooth. I feel at home. Like I said, I feel a little awkward getting on a bigger bike, but I'm playing with this bike, okay, and I feel at home. Does that make sense? So to me, it's ergonomically okay. It feels good. Oh, we got a train. Overall, do I like this bike? Yes. If I was into something that I want, like this bike, if I wanted a bigger bike with hard bags or even soft bags, I think it comes with soft bags, but it's a Darkhorse. It's badass looking. I love the white. There's a little bit of dirt, so I mean, obviously it's gonna show dirt pretty, or black smudges pretty easily on this. It's a matte white, just kind of like that one right there. And then we got a bunch of other bikes over here. But yeah, it's a beautiful color. I really enjoy it. But like I said, it's not really my type of bike. I like what she's riding, which is the bobber. I like the smaller bikes. But do I feel comfortable and do I feel good on this bike? Yes, I feel really great. If it wasn't for this train, I'd be finishing this up at the dealership. But I just want you guys to know that it's a beautiful bike. It feels good. Going from a 1200 Sportster, going from the Honda Rebel 500 to something like this is not that difficult. It's all about clutch control. It's all about throttle control. And it's all about understanding counter steering. So if you want to learn more of that kind of stuff, please, like I said, click that subscribe button. And I just want to say thank you to my patrons for making this possible. So if you guys want to join Patreon, double check that, see how it goes. And I'll be traveling a lot and meeting some of you guys because of the patronage. So yeah, I got a lot of bikes to test ride today. All right, so I'll be seeing you around. See ya.